Hey guys, so I have a Pokemon leak to go over today. A ton of people messaged me this one right after the Pokemon Sword and Shield Direct we had the other day, basically because the Pokemon Sword and Shield Direct had a lot of things that are in this leak. This was a 4chan post, and a ton of people have been talking about it already. I'm sorry I'm a little late to the party on this one. I was just really busy covering stuff. I did see it right after the Direct and everything. I just thought, since I saw so many other channels covering it, I saw so many people seeing it and stuff like that, I didn't think it was urgent to cover it. But let's go over it now. Okay, so this was posted on Thursday, the 23rd of May, over on 4chan. It says, Pokemon Sword and Shield details. Your rival is named Hop, which we do know from the Direct now, so right away it got something right. But you will also be facing off against Beatty and Marnie. Team Yell is the gang in this game, who are well-meaning fans of Marnie causing trouble. To become part of the Gym Challenge, you will have to get an endorsement. Beatty gets an endorsement from Chairman Rose and his secretary Ulena. Eternatus is the evil legendary. The other legendary will be a wolf who will either have a shield mane or hold a sword like Great Wolf Sif. Don't recall its name. Okay, so while we haven't seen that evil legendary, we did get two different legendaries that were wolf Pokemon. One that had a shield mane and one that held a sword in its mouth like Sif. Sif is from Dark Souls and actually is linked to Artorias, who is on the Google theory, so just kind of a weird link that we now have a Pokemon that has a sword in its mouth that links back to Artorias, and I was talking about Artorias before. It's just bizarre to me that that's coming back full circle with Pokemon. Probably completely unrelated, but it's interesting to me. Dynamaxing and Gigantamaxing are new dynamics that will supersize Pokemon in specific areas. That's another thing we did see in the Direct, at least we saw Dynamaxing. Gigantamaxing is different from Dynamaxing as it changes what the Pokemon looks like. Meowth looks like Longcat, Lapras gets layers like music bars to its shell and music notes. Pikachu looks like retro fat Pikachu. Okay, so I hope this Gigantamaxing thing is correct, because I really like the idea of Longcat, Meowth, retro old school Pikachu, and the Pokemon actually changing forms. I thought just making the Pokemon really big is a little, I hate to say it, but kind of lazy, so actually having them transform is pretty cool. I'd be excited to see that. Sonia is Leon's former rival who is researching the Dynamax phenomenon at the behest of her grandmother and professor of the game. So we did see an old woman as the professor, and we did see Leon. Some Pokemon, like Farfetch, will get regional evolutions, like Surfetched. Meowth looks like a ball of spiky gray fur. Awesome if Farfetch'd is finally getting an evolution. Scovet and Greedent, IIRC, are chipmunk Pokemon who will hide in berry trees and attack randomly if you shake for too many berries. If they attack, you lose half the berries that dropped. So the really interesting thing about this is that some people noticed that on the t-shirt of one of the human characters in the crowds for the gym battles, it looked like they had a chipmunk Pokemon, an unknown chipmunk Pokemon, on their t-shirt. So yeah, this might be lining up with that. The fourth gym is the first fairy-type gym, led by an actress named Opal. Milo, Nissa, and Kabu are the first ones. Before fighting the gym leaders, you have to complete the gym challenges. Milo has you herding sheep Pokemon named Wooloo. We've seen Wooloo. But Pamper Electric Corgi Pokemon will startle them and send them rolling elsewhere. Awesome if we're actually getting a Corgi Pokemon. Nissa has you running through a maze where water blocks the way. Kabu requires you to catch Pokemon and get 5 points, but you have to be in a party battle with another trainer who's also trying to catch it. More to come. While there is a transit system, you'll have to go through the wild area at times, an open-world biome that has a weather system and little pockets where wild Pokemon Dynamax and have to be beaten in a 4-person raid. You will randomly see nearby players and interact with them to get their league cards and items. So we did see raid battles and we did see the wild area, and that's basically exactly what we saw. So this is looking very, very true. Camping is how you play with Pokemon now. You'll get 2 toys, a feather toy and a toy Pokeball, which can raise friendship. You can make curry, which will raise stats and friendliness. Pokemon will not walk beside you in the overworld map. Okay, so that's a bit of a bummer that Pokemon won't be following us in the overworld map, but the camping thing seems like it is a way to interact with the Pokemon, so yeah, I was hoping following Pokemon would happen again. I was hoping like rideable Pokemon would happen again. That was really cool in Let's Go, but if this leak's to be believed, and it's gotten a lot of stuff right, a lot of stuff is matching up with the Direct we saw, so I am believing this one. It looks like following Pokemon will not be in this game. Scorbunny will have fighting moves, but is pure fighter. So I don't know if that is a typo and they meant pure fire, or if it is a pure fighting type, so I'm hopeful we don't have another fire fighting here. It becomes Raboot, but I don't recall the final evolution, except that it looks like a fighter. It looks humanoid. Sobble becomes Sizzle, and then Inteleon, a chameleon with a spy theme. That's pretty cool. I hadn't heard anybody guessing at a spy theme, so that's pretty neat. Grookey will end up as a giant gorilla that beats a wood drum to attack. A lot of people were guessing Grookey would have a drum in the end. There's a lot I'm missing, but I wasn't planning on leaking until now. I'm angry and upset, and while I liked what I saw, I didn't get too far. The best Pokemon so far is the blue seagull, who when it dives either gets a Barracuda in its mouth or a Pikachu, which it launches at its enemy. That sounds pretty funny actually to see this Pokemon dive and potentially pull up a Pikachu. Alright, so that's pretty much it. It lines up perfectly with the direct we saw and gives us a whole bunch more information. So I am believing this one, and yeah, there's a big info dump for Pokemon Sword and Shield. A bunch of stuff we didn't see in the direct. Basically, I would say confirmed, because yeah, they didn't get anything wrong and they got a lot of stuff right. I think the closest thing they got to anything wrong is thinking that there was only one legendary wolf, but they did know about the mane and the sword in the mouth. I don't know, there's too much lining up for this to just be random. I'm thinking this one is real. So that's everything, guys. I'm sorry I'm a little late to the party on this one. I've just been really busy making videos, talking to people about leaks and all the stuff that's been going on. So yeah, I've just been a little busy, but I did want to cover this one. So there it is. There you go. I went over it. If you guys have any comments or thoughts about this one, I'd love to hear them. So leave them in the comments below. So once again, thank you guys for all the subscribes, all the likes. It really helps out the channel. So if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do so, or like the video, or leave a comment, whatever you want. Until next time, have a good one.